A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. They do go for it. It's Carr. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Got some room at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard. 83 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down, rolling to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 60 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Carr. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Give him 32 on the play.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Carr going to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. On second down, Jacobs. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
93.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Carr finds Williams, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On second down, it's Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? They go with Jacobs. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demarcus Robinson taking it in, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
There he goes left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, 68 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Check. Go Chiefs. 1, Raider 1. Hey, orbit. 53 is the mic.
From the gun, it's Carr. It's caught by Davis. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And an alley to run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Carr now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Check the backer. 29. 53. Mike.
To throw, it's Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, CD, we are a quarter way through the season already. I'm curious, if you look at each conference, which division race is most intriguing to you right now?
Well, can we start in the NFC?
You do whatever you want.
Because if so, let's go to the North. Because we thought it would be a tough division coming into the season because I felt like you could make a case for everyone but Detroit when the season began. Now we're looking at Minnesota. They seem a little uncertain at 2-2. Chicago just lost their quarterback, Mitchell Trubisky, for an indefinite amount of time. But that defense is playing off really well. And Green Bay has Aaron Rodgers. So I think that division now is brutal. And then you've got to throw in Detroit. It's not the same old Lions. Matthew Stafford, he plays with heart, played hurt. And I think that they are improving as time goes on.
How about the AFC?
Well, I think the AFC South. Everyone's 2-2. We thought it would be a tough division. We thought it would be intriguing. And Gardner Minshew's mustache really adds a little extra intrigue to the whole thing. And we saw Marcus Mariota get off the deck and play well last week, too.
Now Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Come on, let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But
Travis Kelce. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 65 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And that'll set them back 5. Butker on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Chiefs 26, Raiders 22.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, pretty happy with what you're seeing. If you're the defensive coordinator,
you're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything that'll help slow them down.
Searching for answers. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw his car, sliding out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
694. X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, T. gonna be a long day, offense. Raider 9.
Here's Carr to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr as they have taken the lead. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Mahomes going to throw. He'll buy some time right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Chiefs 36, Raiders 28. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr, and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Carr now to throw, and now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it first and goal at the 8-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Chiefs 43, Raiders 28. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Carr, the open man here, Renfro. And down inside the 15 he goes. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Back to throw. Carr. His pass caught with the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 13 yards out. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. He was looking for Watkins that time. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
ground. It's Jacobs to start the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the penalty not quite enough to get him the first as they'll come up here on 3rd and inches.
93. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Hey, exit. Come on out here.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. Completes it to Davis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
6:37.
Carr to throw again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Carr. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, his favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now Mahomes. And going deep for... This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Steps away. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Back to throw. Carr. And he fires one incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Kill. 53. Hey, Delta. 53 is mine. White Monday. We got this. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. General West. 53. Hey, they scared. Check.
Back to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Eluding the pressure right. Flushed out right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Letting one, and this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
Now. 53. 180. 180. We're good. 180. 53 to Mike. 93. 93. You don't want nothing. 5. Get set.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Carr going to throw, and he's going to be